said you wanted to say your name.
Hello, welcome to Always Sides Podcast, where I, your host, Malia, and co-host
Benjamin.
will be reading and discussing Reddit stories. Our first story is, am I the asshole for using flashcards to explain to my brother and his wife why they can't bring their rainbow baby to my wedding? My fiance, female, and I, male, are getting married. We've decided wedding's going to be child-free. No hate towards children, just to keep it organized and contained. My brother Chris and his wife have a 3-year-old son who everyone calls Miracle or Rainbow Baby. He came after several failed pregnancies that lasted for years. When they found out that my nephew was included in the no children rule, they tried to convince me to make an exception for him. Chris told me that his son is a miracle baby and his presence at the wedding will bring blessings for me and my fiance. I refused and said no. The wedding is child-free. His wife kept sending my fiance pics of my nephew when he was months old. I told them no and to stop. My brother told me this might cause a rift in our relationship. I again said no and explained that the wedding is child-free. He asked again and pointed out how his baby is different since he's a rainbow and a miracle baby. I again said no and explained that the wedding is child-free. They brought it up when they visited at my home and I knew they weren't going to stop. So I made flashcards in advance with the phrase, "The wedding is child-free, period," and pulled them out and started slowly showing them the flashcards one by one in this order. The wedding, with a sticker of a bride and groom. Is child, with a sticker of a baby. Free, with a sticker of a, circle with an X on it, sign.
Yeah.
Period, with a huge black dot sticker. They both were stunned. I asked if they got it now, and Chris lost his shit. His wife had already grabbed her stuff and walked out. Chris called me an asshole for doing this and said that I disrespected him. His wife and their son, who's my one and only nephew, he rushed out after we argued. My fiance saw the whole thing and thought that it was funny, but my parents and Chris are livid beyond measure. They're telling everyone about the amount of disrespect and mockery I had displayed towards them and being told to fix it now. Am I the asshole?
Did they fix it?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I wouldn't. I would just leave it at that. I mean, kudos to that kid for being the miracle, but not gonna lie, buddy, it's a wedding that's different, and children can be a pain in the ass, whether you're a miracle or not.
In fairness, 3 to 4 years old would have gotten the effing message by now.
Oh my God.
The brother and sister-in-law clearly don't even have the reasoning power of a 3-year-old, so they should not be allowed.
Yeah, I agree. Oh man. I mean, I feel bad for the kid at this point. He's just kind of in the middle, and everyone's bickering because of him.
Yeah.
What don't they understand? I'm kind of annoyed that the parents, the parents of the kids that are bickering, aren't trying to be like, oh yeah, no, the kid shouldn't go, but they're probably just.
Did the parents go in the end?
I don't know. That's all that was there.
He pointed out how his baby is different since he's a rainbow baby. A baby's a baby. No offense, I understand. Like we just said, a rainbow baby is, comes after many losses, but a baby is still a baby is still a baby.
Yeah. Hey, he thinks
doesn't make any difference.
It's gonna bring blessings, okay? Like I brought blessings too. All right.
So they want to keep it more organized and contained.
Mm-hmm. That's why you don't.
But even having children there, that's not necessarily going to say that it's not going to be organized and contained. They may be good children.
No, that's why they don't want to have kids, so it's organized and contained.
No, I get that, but I'm saying like
even without them,
even if they went to that wedding, for example,
yeah.
even if kids were allowed to go to that wedding, it doesn't mean it's not going to make it not organized or hassle free. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. The kids are specifically they're not going, so it is.
So it is organized and contained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're saying that.
But I'm saying it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't guarantee that it'll be.
It doesn't. Yeah. If children went, it doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to be organized or.
No, of course. But most of the time, what I've seen most of the time though, when you bring children to a wedding, when the partners are having their final dance together, the children will go out on the dance floor and they'll ruin the moment for that partner. Like they will dance there too, which is like. More so on the parents of the children, they should be watching that child and making sure that they're sitting down and not doing it. And I mean, it seems like the parents of this miracle baby or whatever are like children and they are not going to watch their kid. And that's probably why they don't want to invite the kid.
Yeah. What I find
No
funny
one's
is how they kept sending photos of
the months
a few months old nephew, basically, to try and convince them.
But the
It's
kid's like 4 now.
it's a
Must not be cute.
child-free wedding.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you do, you can send photos. You can buy the most expensive present. You can do whatever. It's still a child-free wedding. What I do find funny though is the fact that when they found out that their nephew was part of the child-free rule, child-free. Do they not get that? Regardless if it's a family child, if it's an auntie's child, any child, they ain't going to that wedding.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say that they're the asshole for using flashcards, though. They've said that it's.
I think it was definitely kind of like a level of like, not disrespect, but it was definitely not necessary. You could have just.
Not necessarily. There are better ways, but
It is what it is.
yeah, it really is.
I mean, they didn't understand it for months, it seems like. They just kept doing the same thing. So you got to do what you got to do at the end of the day just to make them stop.
Yeah.
So our next story will be.
Okay, so am I the buttface for telling my mom the wrong time for my son's holiday play? Was this response warranted? People make mistakes, and he pays the price. For crap's sake, can you not even read? I am beyond pissed. Mom, I am a good parent, and I am tired of feeling like you constantly criticize me for every mistake I make. Yes, I made a mistake. Good. Be pissed, because I don't care, and you are not going to treat me like this. I made a mistake, and I have apologized now. I have things to do. Stay away today, that is my suggestion, that you do not come over here. I have to go. Oh, for shit's sake, it's always about you. You know how much I wanted to see this, and you couldn't take the effort to read it? Are you stoned?
Jesus.
You're not going to talk to me that way. I'm sorry that I made a mistake, but nobody deserves to hear those kind of hateful things from their mom. I'm sorry that you can't see what a strong, funny, kind person I am despite my mistake. We will not be coming for New Year's. I will be taking a pause in our relationship after this. I deserve better.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they deserve better. Anyone spoke to me like that. But what I mean is, I wouldn't necessarily cut ties with them. But
I mean, taking a break, like, a couple months isn't like the end of the world.
Yeah, a little pause.
A little pause. All right, go on.
Anyway, continuing. I'm sure you feel that you do. I also deserve better than a daughter who deliberately is untruthful and hurtful, focusing on themselves only. This is not only hurtful to me, but Jackson and Hugh as well. It is your choice to come over for New Year's. I will find a day to come over and see the boys. Your path and choices are your own. You must learn to make decisions which focus on others and not just yourself. You have a family to think of. I have attempted to support you as much as possible. It will obviously never be enough for you. I have offered to help you out many times and have helped you whenever I could. I'm just tired of being manipulated when all I want to do is have a relationship with you and the boys. No, I reject all of that. Thanks. I wouldn't necessarily
Who said no,
say
I reject all of that?
the response to him, to her mom.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't say the mother's being manipulated. She uses a strong word choice.
Yeah, she's using some strong things. And I mean, from the beginning of obviously we don't know the relationship. Like, it's what we say for every time. The beginning thing where she was like, I'm beyond pissed and all that, everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's just the daughter who's being the problem here. The mother's got some issues. So we don't know whether that's the mom or not.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't specifically say. Regardless, though, I don't think the mom's being manipulated at all.
No.
She's used a very strong word choice, in my opinion, and not only that, focusing on themselves only. I mean, he or she told them the wrong time for a holiday play.
I'm gonna be honest. Don't know how old these kids are, but those are never that great. See another one.
Exactly.
It's not the end of the world. You don't have to freak out over a small little thing. Also, those things are online nowadays. You could look online.
It's
you
like
could
the school
also
plays.
go to the school. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can call the school, do it yourself, and be a grown ass person. But you can also just Google it online and find out
Yeah.
what the times are. You don't have to rely on another person. It's not their problem to constantly be like, that's like me giving you a list of 15 things while you're trying to take care of our kids.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do it all. And then I can't sit there and moan at you because I didn't get up and do it myself.
Yeah. Anyway, so the important question, are they the asshole, basically? Are they the butt face for telling mom the wrong time for the play?
People make mistakes and they just need to get over that.
I don't think so as well. It's regarding a different time for a play. It's way over dramatic. The mother was
that was like, you didn't need to have a rift over that.
Yeah.
You did not have to have a falling out about that.
Anyway, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed this episode.
Follow us on all of our social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
YouTube, yep.
Yeah, we got YouTube. At Always Sides Podcasts.
There's more formats available on Spotify and Apple Podcast each week. Until then, we'll see you next week.
I would have never guessed. Bye.
Bye.